Welcome to Quick Shots, a short format traditional archery podcast, where we introduce you to some of the world's most influential traditional archers, and occasionally, some random dudes. Help keep this content ad-free by supporting us on patreon.com/archerygeek. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, archerypass.com, for all your traditional archery needs.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Quick Shots. I'm your host, Mick Chambers. I'm here with Caelyn Briley. Caelyn Briley she's just been killing it lately. So it's great to have you on the show. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, let's get this out of the way right away. Just right off the bat, how old are you?
I am 21 years old.
Okay. And that's pretty amazing. You've been swinging with the big dogs lately. And so you were just last weekend, where were you at? Tell us where you're at.
So the tournament took place in South Dakota, Yankton, South Dakota. I was at the Field Archery Nationals and the Team USA qualifications.
And how'd you do?
I did pretty good. I went into it, no knowledge of field. I had a little bit of practice and some help from others on information about it, but did not really know what a good score was. So my first day, we had ropes to climb up hills because it was so steep and it was so much. And I shot a 246, I believe. And I came back and I was like, yeah, I shot 246. And everyone was like really pumped for me. I was like, wow, okay, cool. Sweet. And then the second day I shot I can't remember the exact score, but it was close, same area. And I had a lot of target panic that day. I could not settle on the target. And I had to revisit my mental game and take control of that. And I placed third. I podiumed after that day. And then we had our 4 targets for Team USA quals. I could have definitely shot better on that day, but it is what it is. And then the next day is where I completely crushed it with my last 8 targets. And I got in my mind and I was like, all right, we're going to win this. We are going to make this team. And I did it. So
congratulations. Look at the shirt on you. That is fantastic. So is that United States of America?
USA.
USA. That's not the first time you put on an American flag. So you're
correct. Yes.
So you were a Army Reserve, right?
Yes, I am in the Army Reserves. I joined the military in January of 2020. I just got out of college, I guess, and I figured, let's try this out. And I went through basic and AIT. Best moments of my life. It was very life-changing for me, and it was pretty awesome. So
go Army. Go Army. Yeah, we appreciate Army people there. Cool. So that's fantastic. You're getting to wear the US flag again and represent your country. I got chills, man. I got chills for you. I don't know how you feel, but I mean, 21 years, that's unbelievable. So all right. So how did you get into archery in general? How did you first start archery?
So, as I was growing up, I did not have a great set of parents. I didn't have a great background, and I was very tomboyish, if you want to call it that. And I had always wanted to go fishing. I wanted to do the hunting, but I was never really allowed to. And finally, almost 2 years ago, I met my boyfriend, and he is Robbie Weisinger, really good archer. And he got me into archery, and I was like, cool, this is awesome. And I had no idea that archery was also a competitive thing. I thought people just used it for hunting. So I picked up my first bow almost 2 years ago and joined him in the competitive field. And then just in January, I was like, you know what? I want to try this barebow thing. I'm going to do that. And I've been practicing since January.
That is, I hate you. I hate you so much. Like, I hate you. No, obviously I'm kidding. That is amazing. Congratulations. I couldn't be happier, honestly. Like when I saw how well you did, it's, you know, it sent a shiver down my spine. I was just like, so like, awesome. That is so amazing. And then I was checking you out on Instagram, and of course I saw your military pictures. I'm like, yeah, fellow Army person. So I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that too. And Robbie, we're gonna have him on the show probably in this week sometime. We'll watch it. Yeah, I don't know if he told you. You guys don't share that stuff. Maybe you don't share that. But anyway, yeah, it'd be nice to have him on the show too. He did really, really well. Okay, so you got into barebow with him, and he was coaching you, or you just said, you know what, I know this already. I'm good to go.
He definitely coached me, but I don't know if any of our viewers out there have tried coaching with their significant other. It's a lot of, I am doing that and but so I mean, he definitely taught me a lot of what I now know today. But I think most of the information I got that has helped me is just going to tournaments, going to small town tournaments, meeting new people, and just doing it in person and competing.
So are you just shooting barebow now, or do you think when you go, or let's talk about hunting. You brought it up. Were you hunting before with compound?
Yes, I do still hunt with compound. I would like to maybe try hunting with a recurve, but I'm not sure. I just got into hunting, so I don't want to like wound an animal or anything.
Okay, so just FYI, you shoot better than 90% of the recurve. I don't care who's listening to this show. You shoot better than 90% of all within 20 yards. 20, 25 yards within that, you shoot better than probably 90% of all recurve hunters right now. I guarantee you. There's nothing to be worried about. Honestly, there's nothing to be worried about.
Thank you.
Please don't get that panic, right?
Right.
Yeah, you shooting 246 on that incredibly 250s in that incredibly difficult course at Yankton last weekend. I mean, that's a good score. Those were tough targets. I talked to Mark Hodges. He was there. He said it was just in incredibly tough conditions. Matty Yaka too said it was tough. It was a tough, sledding on that. So don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, and Matty has taught me a lot too, because especially when Robbie and I are clashing, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna call Matt. Matt will coach me. I'm done with you.
Yeah, he thinks you're his adopted kids, though. That's what's funny about it.
That's awesome.
So that's good. You met a lot of good people then. You met the right people. You got to stand next to Chrissy Lyons, right?
Yes.
Fawn Gerard.
Oh God, yes.
Like unbelievable archers. And you're standing up there next to them. That's just great. Christina Percoli was there.
Yes. She was great too.
So some amazing archers, right? And so just being around them. So you don't get intimidated by that?
No.
How?
It takes a lot to rattle me. My biggest thing is mental game. I think that every archer needs to work on their mental game just as much as their physical game, because that's what's going to get you. That is where you're going to choke, is your mental game. You can get in your head, anything. Your body is capable of so much, but that mind is what stops you. So I don't know. I've really built myself up in the past years, and I got a pretty strong skin. So I don't know. It just doesn't really faze me. Everyone has their shit, and
that's yours.
They can't. They want to try to bring me down, or if they want to try to build me up, that's their choice. But I know everyone has their stuff, so I'm no different than anyone else.
So you got tough skin. So, and you got a strong mental game. So earlier on, you just said, I went to every little tournament I possibly could shoot in, right?
Yeah.
And you think that helped to prepare you for Yankton?
Oh, for sure. It definitely did. I mean, we can shoot as much as we want outside in our backyard, but it's the same visual every single time. We can try to change it up as much as we want, but it's going to be the same visual until you actually get out there. And that's where your mental game is challenged. That's where your steps and remembering everything that you need to do in place is challenged.
So I guess you're advocating for a strong mental game. I'm picking up on that. But how do you make your mental game better? Like, how do you personally do it?
So, I mean, it really plays a role in how I grew up and what everything that I've been through. Long story short, I've been through 5 different homes. I've been abandoned. I've been abused physically and mentally, and somehow I'm still here. So if I can conquer that, then I can do anything. And it's just finding those things that work for you, to take a step back and breathe and be like, all right, I can do this. Self-talk is like the biggest thing, whether it's writing down on note cards what you want to achieve and rereading those, going over them, or having voice memos and telling yourself what you need to hear in some certain times and listening to that, or if it's a certain song that you need to listen to. Just all of it is great. But remind yourself that you are a badass and you can do it, and there's nothing that can stop you. So, and even if you do fail, it's a learning experience. It's always a learning experience.
I'm sorry that you had such a tough life growing up. I mean, you're doing good. Looks like you're doing great now. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, other than, it's tough. It's tough. And I feel bad for kids. I didn't go through that, right? I had a great household and family and parents and that. But, when I hear, people like you going through those tough times, it hurts. It hurts my heart. But then I'm so happy. And now I'm even more proud of you. I'm doing so good. I mean, I don't know you that well. I don't even know you, but I'm very proud of you. I hope you can take that for whatever it's worth. But I'm so happy that you're doing well. How did you do it? So how did you prepare to go to Yankton other than the mental game? So you got the mental game down. You're mentally strong. Physically, what were the physical steps that you went through? You mentioned your shot process. Maybe we could just talk about that for a second. And then how many arrows did you shoot up into that competition? And how did you prepare for a field archery competition?
Okay. So, in the beginning, let's start 2 months, a month and a half prior to this. My biggest difficulty was getting my bow tuned. That was the hardest thing. And I had to have Robbie's help a lot on that because I'm not 100% sure on how to do all of that. And that's what really was triggering for us. But after we got that set up, it was just putting in arrows. I put in at least 50 arrows 3 times a day. Or 3 days a week. My bad. Not 3 times a day. That's way too much. 3 days a week to 5 days a week. It really just depended on my schedule. But as I'm gonna be honest with you, as it got closer, I got into that self-sabotaging moment, and I was like, if I don't practice and I lose, then I have a reason. So my practice dropped a lot. I practiced like maybe once a week and was like, it's good. It's fine. It's all right. But let's go to so when I go up to a target, I strongly focus on every single step because that's what really triggers people. If they forget a step and then you got to let down, restart, it's a lot of making sure that you have everything. So I do not look at the target until I'm completely set up. I hold my bow down, get my crawl, make sure my grip is right, get mentally prepared for it all. And then I look up at the target. That's where I'm going to aim, draw back, and then feel my back and push and release. So I do not look at the target until I am completely set up. And that is probably the biggest thing for me is, I don't know, it's such a small thing, but like, that is what really helps me is not look at the target until I'm completely set up. And then I'm going to hit that.
Yeah, no, that's, if it works for you, that's great. It feels like to me, what you're saying is that when you don't look at it, but then when you do look at it, you mentally, there's nothing on the side of you. It's all tunnel vision right there. Your mind, your energy, all your hearing pointed forward, and you just look at that target and execute a good shot.
Right.
Hopefully.
Sometimes.
Yeah. But then how do you judge the yardage?
Okay, so for field, it's very complicated. Not really until like you actually get it, but like explaining it is difficult. So I use my pinky, and at every target at the max distance besides the 45 meter, my pinky will fill up the entire target when it's held out at the max distance. Mm-hmm. And then for the 5 to 10 yard target, I take off 1 meter. And then the 5 to 10, 10 to 20, I take off 2 meters for every line that it's not covering, and then so on, 3 meters, 4 meters. It will fill up at the 40 meters for the 45 meter target, but I have to like judge if it's over 45. Just kind of guess.
Okay, best guess. Well, your guess was pretty good last weekend. So
yeah.
That's good. That's good news. So what kind of equipment are you using? What are you shooting?
So I have a Hoyt Exact, Hoyt Exact, yes. Okay. I have the Jaeger grip, the AE plunger and rest. I have the Hoyt Grant carbon Integra limbs, these ones. Yep. And then I have 8 pounds on the front.
8 pounds. I don't think. Yeah. 8 pounds.
Or 8 ounces. My bad. Not 8 pounds.
That's okay. It's all right. That's like that's so heavy you would never lift it. Okay. And then what arrows you shoot?
I shoot the Easton Avances. They're cut down to 25.5 inches. Yeah, and then I have the
spin wings.
XS wings. That's what they are. Yeah. XS wings.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you must be taking tips from Maddie on those.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
he loves those arrows. I don't know why. They're good. They're good. So okay, cool. So that's a cool setup. That's really good. I mean, it's not like that's a pretty baller setup.
Well, so, I gotta thank Robbie and I gotta thank Matt because like I have no idea. Like I said, just got it in January and I was like, you guys set me up.
Just so you know, most people in January don't get a setup like that. Like when they first start off, they kind of get like, okay, a lower end, but all good. That's awesome. And you're shooting well with it, obviously. So you got it. You eventually got it tuned in. And so what's the max distance for field?
Max distance is for the known day is 50 meters. And my limbs are 42 pound limbs. So I'm shooting 40 pounds. And that is I still have to aim off at 50 meters. But that's as close like that. I have to build that because I'm 5'1" and my draw length is like 24 and a half, 25. So yeah.
Wow. But even still, hold on. So 40 pounds. So about 40 pounds you're holding?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's good. That's really good. And I notice on Instagram, you work out a lot. Do you
Right.
You lift weights and do stuff like that too?
For
That,
sure.
you think that
Yes.
that helps with archery? Are you doing that specifically for archery or?
Not specifically for archery. I really enjoy working out. In high school, I was on a lot of sports teams. And so like afterwards, I was like, I gotta keep doing this. And yeah, I really enjoy lifting, but it definitely helps archery for sure.
Oh yeah.
Especially on this course. Like it was crazy. My first day, it was equivalent. I've heard that it's equivalent to 100 flights of stairs, and it was like 90 degrees outside. So yeah, working out definitely helps.
Of course. So what's next for you?
So I'm going to the 3D trials. That is next week. So I'll be doing that, and that's in London, Kentucky. Hopefully we can do that, and then I can go to Italy.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's just training for field again, so I can be ready in October for field.
Okay, so what do you prefer, 3D or do you field? What do you like better? And are you shooting indoor?
So I did shoot indoor, and my bow was not. I did shoot the indoor nationals with my barebow, but my bow was not. It was not lined up. It was not great. I think I like got 26th place at indoor nationals. It was not good. I'm not really a fan of indoor. I did shoot 3D with my compound, and I absolutely loved it. This was my first ever field tournament, and I absolutely loved it. So I haven't shot 3D with my barebow before, but it's gonna be close. I don't know if I'll like 3D better or field better, because 3D was fun. I really enjoyed that. It was great. So
that's good. So, well, are you practicing right now for that? Or are you prepping? Or is it one of those, look, if I don't train, I got an excuse? Is that what you're doing now?
Well, now that I like podiumed at my first ever field, I was like, you know what? I can do this. Okay, we're gonna practice some. So yeah, I am practicing.
I will tell you, confidence is super important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't lose that. Don't lose that. You can have a bad day. Everyone has a bad day.
Right.
Yaka podiumed and he had a bad day. He didn't do all that great in indoor this year, but you know, he's still fantastic and he's got the confidence and he shoots
right.
So just keep that in mind. It doesn't matter if you have a bad day. Have the confidence.
Yeah.
You're on the podium. You know, you're next to some of the best archers in the world.
Right. It's crazy to think about.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Hey, so if people want to get hold of you, talk to you, chat with you, follow you, where can they do that?
Okay, so there's a number of ways y'all can contact me. I have Instagram, and that is Caelyn, CAELYN.G.B. That's my Instagram. You guys can follow me on TikTok, and that's Midwest.gal. Oh gosh, Facebook, just search me on Facebook and you can message me there. And then if you guys want to shoot me an email, it's Caelyn, CAELYN, Grace, GRACE 2000 @gmail.com.
Yeah, don't email her. Just friend her on Instagram. And then I haven't checked your TikTok out, so I'm checking that out next. I want to see what you're doing, what crazy stuff is going on over there. No, I'm kidding. I'm too old for TikTok. I'm kidding. I'm totally on TikTok. Anyway, so man, what a great story, Caelyn. I appreciate you being on. You have an amazing can I call it a comeback story? I don't know. Like It's just
Sure.
a fantastic story. Thank you so much for being on this. I really appreciate
Yeah, I
it.
really appreciate it. Thank you.
No, thank you. This is all about you. I'm just glad you accepted the invitation. It's been lovely talking to you. And like I said, I'll be talking to Robbie here in a bit too. So, but thank you very much. I want to thank my sponsor, archerypass.com. They do traditional archery gear. So if you get a chance, check those guys out too. And until we talk again, hunt the good stuff, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.